Okay, I'm going to review this Powerhorse 15 horsepower 420 ccc or 420 cc chipper today. And the reason I'm starting to do this reviews because when I went to buy this and I was trying to look at reviews, I'd say I watched out of 10 reviews, maybe 3 were useful, and the rest were all negative and just basically people bitching. So now, one thing I want you to keep in mind right off the bat, you're under $1,000. Okay, what do you expect for under $1,000? Okay, so moving on from there, most of the reviews I've seen were people complaining about something silly like a bolt fell out and was loose in the box. Oh my god. I mean, one guy said he's still arguing with customer support over that. I mean, if you're the type that can't put a bolt back into a piece of equipment and tell where that bolt goes, then maybe a chipper in general isn't for you, because it's only going to get worse as you get bigger. Okay, now the manufacturer claims 4-inch chipping capacity. Okay, you have to understand manufacturer claims. Okay, there's some test out there that they did that enables them to claim 4 inches. Can you actually run 4-inch material through this? If it's soft wood, rotten wood, sure, you can run 4-inch stuff, but generally what you're going to be running through is less than 1 inch. You know, this is pretty big for this. You know, this I wouldn't even try. That's the top of a tree. But this is what you're mostly going to run through. The good thing about this chipper is it does very small chips. Okay, now that's what I wanted. I wanted small chips so I could use it in the garden. The chips in the garden, mixing it with soil. When you get the bigger chips and the more powerful chippers, you get big chips, and I mean, one chip can deflect a shovel blade. I mean, they're hard to work with in the garden. So it does small chips. It's good for that. It does have a shredder. The shredder, I mean, I do shove stuff in there once from time to time, but I've been using this for about a year now, pretty hard. I know how to work it. You got to keep it. It's not self-feed, so you got to keep shoving it in. That's another thing. It does take work to shove these things in. Sometimes you got to work and pull and push and pull, and you got to work it through. You just make sure your engine, you're not killing your engine and stuff, and you'll be good. I have a couple of tips I'll give you after I show a short operation of it, because that's what it's all about. When I was watching reviews myself, all I wanted to see was somebody fire it up and chip with it. Okay, I didn't want to hear all the complaints. I didn't want to, hear the comparisons between this one and that one. I was looking at this one. I wanted to see it work, and I believe I found 2 videos out there where guys actually fired it up and used it, that it didn't sound like crap. One tip I'm going to give you is when you shut it off, if you look in there, there's some branches in there. Okay, just little ones like that. You want to get those out of there before you start it. Okay, because with just a little nub in there or something, and you start it and it's on low idle, it'll jam your machine up, and then you got a pain in the butt. If you're lucky, you can get it out in here. If worst case scenario, you got to take this off or the other side and fish it out. But if you make sure that that's cleaned out before you start it up each time, you won't have that issue. Okay, so here, let's do some operation. Let's do some chipping and see how that goes. Okay, so we're gonna start it up, and usually starts up very nice. You got a choke right here, slow idle. Remember I told you to clean the sticks out of here? That's very important. So there you go. I did about 20 minutes worth of chipping. Started up great, ran great. I've been running it for about a year. Let's see here, let me get the camera off. Okay, so this is kind of what we got. That's what I want for the garden, to mix in, to mulch and to mix in the soil both. So there you go. There's the Powerhorse 420cc. I really like it. I've been using it a lot. If you keep in mind the price range you're in and the size of material that you can actually do with it, it'll serve you well. It's mobile. It's completely independent. You don't need a PTO or anything. It's a gasoline engine. It comes with a tow hook that you can pull it around with a ATV or pickup or something, or a tractor. Really, I think it's been an essential part of the farm, and I think it will stay that way. So Northern Tool, I forget exactly how much I paid for it. It was between $750 and $800. They shipped it right out here to I'm out in the mountains, so they did great shipping, took care of me. No complaints from me. Thank you.